Tea Act, Township Act, Sugar Act. And when we dared stand up like men, they stopped our trade, seized our ships, blockaded our ports, burned our towns, and spilled our blood. And still this Congress refuses to grant any of my proposals on independence, even so much as the courtesy of open debate. Good God, what the hell are they waiting for?
Sit down, John, sit down, John, for God's sake, John, sit down. Sit down, John, sit down, John, for God's sake, John, sit down.
Open up a window.
Anytime you please, have mercy, John, please. What is our cell in Philadelphia?
Open up a window. I say, oh yes, oh yes, oh for independence day.
Someone open up a window.
I say, oh yes,
Sit down, John.
oh for independence day.
Someone open up a window. No, too many lies, too many lies. What is our cell in Philadelphia? Then we compromise here.
Oh yes,
No, too many lies here.
oh yes.
Oh, for God's sake, John, sit down.
Lord God, consider yourselves fortunate that you have John Adams to amuse, for no sane man would tolerate it.
John, you're bored. We've heard this before. Now, for God's sake, John, sit down.
Oh dear,
No,
oh dear,
no.
Lord for independence day.
Open up a window.
I say, oh dear,
Sit down, John.
Lord for independence day.
Someone shut that man up.
Never! Never! For one solid year they have been sitting here. A whole year. Doing nothing. I do believe you paid a curse on North America. A curse that we hear now rehearsed in Philadelphia. A second flight, simple famine plagues of locusts everywhere. Orchids, bliss, make earthquake, I accept with some despair. But no, you sent us Congress. Good God, sir, was that fair? I say this with humility. Philadelphia, we're your responsibility. Philadelphia, if you don't want to see us hanging from the flower of British Hill, if you don't want the voice of independency forever still, then God, sir, can see to it, or Congress never will. You see, we piddle, twiddle, and resolve, notwithstanding do we solve, piddle, twiddle, and resolve. Nothing's ever solved, and foul, beaten, buggy, fuming, Peter for gunpowder as I asked?
No, John, I have not.
Why have you not?
Because you've neglected to tell us how saltpeter was made.
By treating sodium nitrate with potassium chloride, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Will it be done then?
I'm afraid we have a more urgent problem.
More urgent, madam.
There's one thing every woman missed in passengers and queens. Don't forget me, you egotist face, into what I see. We've gone from Birmingham to Boston, and we cannot find a pin. Don't you know there is boron? Said this tradesman with a grin. Well, we will not take the pickle until you send us in.
Pins, madam. Saltpeter.
In,
Saltpeter.
in,
Peter.
in,
Peter.
in,
Peter.
in,
Peter.
in.
Done, madam.
Done, John. Hurry home, John.
As soon as I'm able.
Don't stop writing. It's all I have.
Every day, my dearest friend.
Till then, I am as I never was, and never shall be.
God save John Silver.
Franklin? Franklin! Franklin, where in God's name were you when I needed you?
Well, right here, John, being preserved for posterity. You like it?
It stinks.
As ever, the soul intact,
The man's no Botticelli.
and the subject's no Venus.
Franklin, you heard what I suffered in there?
Oh, heard, John. Oh, of course I've heard, along with the rest of Philadelphia. Oh, your voice is piercing, John.
I wish to heaven my arguments were. How long is this to go on? Well, with one hand, they can raise an army, dispatch one of their own to lead it, and cheer the news from Bunker's Hill. Well, with the other, they wave the olive branch, hoping for a happy and permanent reconciliation with the British crown. Why, damn it, Fat George has declared us in rebellion. Why in bloody hell can't they?
John, really? I mean, you talk as if independence were the rule here. It's never been done before. No colony has ever broken away from the parent stem in the history of the world.
Damn it, Franklin, you make us sound treasonous.
Do I? Treason, you say, huh? Treason is an act invented by the winners as an excuse for hanging the losers.
I have more to do than stand here listening to you put yourself.
No, what was the new one?
Damn it, Franklin, we're at war.
To defend ourselves, nothing more. We expressed our displeasure, the English moved against us, and we in turn have resisted. Now our fellow congressmen want to effect a reconciliation before it becomes a war.
Reconciliation, my ass. The people want independence.
The people have read Mr. Paine's common sense, Mr. Adams. I doubt the Congress has. John, why don't you give it up? Nobody listens to you. You're obnoxious and disliked.
I'm not promoting John Adams. I'm promoting independence.
Well, evidently they cannot help connecting the two.
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, let somebody else in Congress propose.
No! Why? What do you have in mind?
I don't know. I really haven't given it much thought.
You sent for me, Benji? Never.
Hello, Johnny.
Richard.
Richard, John and I need some advice.
If it's mine to give, it's yours. You know that.
Thank you, Richard. Now, as you know, the cause that we currently support has come to a standstill. Why do you suppose that is?
Simple. Johnny here is obnoxious and
where the North goes, the South is sure to follow. Gentlemen, our salutes to Virginia, the mother of American independency.
Incredible. We're free and he hasn't even left yet. What makes you so sure you can do it?
Huh. My name is Richard Henry Lee. Virginia is my home. My name is Richard Henry Lee. Virginia is my home. And may my voices turn to gloom if I can't deliver to you the rest Tell me, Doctor, where does Georgia stand on the issue of independence?
With South Carolina, of course.
Morning, Nettie. Nettie, shake a hand of Dr. Lyman Hall, Georgia. Doctor, this here is Edward Rutledge. Whichever Carolina says is wrong, God knows I can't keep them straight.
A pleasure, Dr. Hall.
Your servant, Mr. Rutledge.
You met the long and short of it now, Doctor. That here's only 26. He's the youngest of the five.
Except for Ben Franklin.
McNair! Yo, Rob! Where did you go for it, man? Jamaica?
Dr. Hall, where does Georgia stand on the question of independence at the present time?
I'm here without instructions, able to vote by personal convictions.
And they are?
Personal.
Dr. Hall, the Deep South speaks with one voice. It is traditional. Even more so, it is historical. Enter Delaware. Tria Yukta Inuno.
Deep plane, Rutledge. You know I can't follow none of your damn French.
Latin Colonel McKeon, a tribute to the eternal peace and harmony of the Delaware delegation.
What are you saying, man? You know perfectly well neither Rodney nor I can stand this little war.
Gentlemen, please. This is Dr. Lyman Hall, a new delegate from Georgia. Colonel Thomas McKeon, Mr. Caesar Rodney, and Mr. George Reed.
Where do you stand in independence, sir?
South Carolina, it seems.
I leave the good doctor in your excellent company, gentlemen.
Tell me, sir, would you be a doctor of medicine or theology?
Vote, Mr. Rodney. Which one can be of service?
By all means, the physician first. Then we shall see about the other.
I'll call it your convenience, sir.
I trust, Caesar, that when you're through converting the poor fellow to independency, that you'll give the opposition a crack at him.
You're too late, John. Once I get him, that guy. Mr. John Dickinson of Pennsylvania. Dr. Lyman Hall, Georgia.
In honor, sir.
Servant, sir.
James Wilson, forgive me, but how can anyone see you to insist on standing in Mr. Dickinson's shadow? James Wilson, also from Pennsylvania.
Sir. Your honor, sir.
Good morning, all. Good morning.
Morning, Ben.
Good Lord. Do you have the honor to be Benjamin Franklin?
Why, yes, I have that honor. Fortunately, the golf company has the honor.
The living too high again, eh, Pappy?
Oh, Stephen, I only wish King George felt like my big toe all over.
McNair! Betcha, Pilly! You're about to run!
Franklin, where's that idiot leave? Has he returned yet? I don't see him.
Softly, John. Voice is hurting my foot.
One more day, Franklin. That's how long I'll remain silent, and not a minute longer. That Sutton Papa J was so damn sure of himself, he's had time to bring back a dozen proposals by now.
Tell me, James, how do you explain the strange, monumental quietude that Congress has been treated to these past 30 days? Has the ill wind of independence finally blown itself out?
Yes.
For myself, I must confess that a month free from New England noise is more therapeutic than a month in the country. Don't you agree, James?
Well,
Mr. Adams, pray look for your voice, sir. It cannot be far, and God knows we need entertainment in this Congress.
Congratulations, John. You've just made your greatest contribution to independence. You kept your flap shut.
One more day.
Gentlemen, the usual morning festivities concluded, I will now call the Congress to order. Mr. Secretary.
The Second Continental Congress, meeting in the city of Philadelphia, is now in session. 7th of June, 1776. The 380th meeting. Sweet Jesus! The Honorable John Hancock of Massachusetts Bay, President.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Mr. McNair, the stores of rum and other drinking spirits are hereby closed to the colony of Rhode Island for a period of 3 days.
Yes, sir.
John, you can't
Sit
do
down,
it.
Stephen. You've abused the privilege. The chair takes this opportunity to welcome Dr. Lyman Hall to this Congress. I hope he will make the best of it. God, it's hot. Please, read the roll, Mr. Secretary.
All members present with the following exceptions. Mr. Charles Carroll of Maryland, Mr. Samuel Adams of Massachusetts, Mr. Button Gwinnett of Georgia, Mr. George White, and Mr. Richard Henry Lee of Virginia, and the entire delegation of New Jersey. I'm concerned with the continued absence of 1/13 of this Congress. Where is New Jersey?
Somewhere between York and Pennsylvania.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Franklin, have you heard anything? Your son resides there.
Son, sir? Well, what son?
The Royal Governor of New Jersey, sir?
Well, as the title might suggest, Mr. Hancock, we're not in contact at the present time.
Yes. Very well. The weather report. Mr. Jefferson of Virginia. Mr. Jefferson!
Present, sir.
May we hear about the weather, please? As if it weren't speaking for itself.
87 degrees of temperature, 30.06 inches of mercury, wind from the southwest for the rest of the day, and tonight I leave for home.
On business?
Family business.
Give her a good one for me, young feller.
Yes, sir. From the Commander, Army of the United Colonies in New York, dispatch number 1137. To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear sir, it is with the grave apprehension that I have learned this day of the sailing from Halifax, Nova Scotia, of a considerable force of British troops in the company of foreign mercenaries and under the command of General Sir William Howe. There can be no doubt that their destination is New York, for to take and hold this city and the Hudson Valley would beyond serve to separate New England from the other colonies, permitting both sections to be crushed in turn. Sadly, I see no way of stopping them at the present time, as my army is absolutely falling apart. My military chest is totally exhausted, my commissary general has strained his credit to the last, my quartermaster has no food, no arms, no ammunition, and my troops are in a state of near mutiny. I pray God some relief will rise before the Armada, but fear it will not. Your obedient, George Washington.
Mr. President? Yes, Colonel McKean? Surely we've managed to promote the gloomiest man on this continent to the head of our troops. Those dispatches are the most depressing accumulation of disaster, doom, and despair in the entire annals of military history. And furthermore... Please, Colonel. What? It's too hot. I suppose so. General Washington will continue wording his dispatches as he sees fit. And I'm sure that we all pray that he finds happier thoughts to convey in the future. Mr. Thompson, are there any resolutions?
Yes, Dr. Josiah Barton.
Resolved, that for the duration of the present hostilities, the Congress discourage every type of extravagance and dissipation, elaborate funerals, and other expensive diversions, especially all horse races.
Betsy, I'm back. I'm back, Johnny. Woo-hoo!
Richard, we're pleased to see you.
What news, Chicky boy? What news? Lee, is it done? First things first. Tom, where's Tom? Your bride wants to know. What? When's he coming home?
I leave tonight.
Never mind that. Is it done yet? Done? Why, certainly. Mr. President, I come back from Virginia with the following resolution. Resolved that these United Colonies are and ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved. Mr. President, I second the proposal.
The proposal has been moved and seconded. The chair will now entertain debate. Yes, Mr. Dickinson?
Mr. President, Pennsylvania moves, as always, that the question of independence be postponed indefinitely.
I second the motion. Judge Wilson, in your eagerness to be loved, you seem to have forgotten that Pennsylvania cannot second its own motion.
Delaware second, Mr. President.
You would, you little weasel.
It has been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary.
On the motion to postpone indefinitely the resolution of independency or proceed with the debate, all those in favor of debate say yea. All those for postponement say nay. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire favors debate and says yea.
New Hampshire says yea. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, having borne the brunt of the king's tyranny.
Sit down.
Yes, I said tyranny. Massachusetts down for all time says yea.
Massachusetts says yea. Rhode Island. Mr. Hopkins. Where's Rhode Island?
Rhode Island is out visiting the necessary.
Well, after what Rhode Island consumed, I can't say that I'm surprised. We'll come back to it, Mr. Thompson.
Rhode Island passes. Connecticut.
While Connecticut has till now been against this proposal, our legislature has instructed me that in the it is introduced by any colony outside of England, Connecticut could not any longer withhold its support. Connecticut says yea.
Connecticut says yea. New York.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstains. Courteously.
New York abstains.
Courteously.
New Jersey.
Absent, Mr. Secretary.
Oh yes, New Jersey is absent. Okay, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, for the 24th time, still says nay.
Pennsylvania says nay. Delaware.
Delaware, as ever for independence, says yea.
Delaware says yea. Maryland.
Maryland would welcome independence if it were given, but is highly skeptical of it taken. Maryland says nay.
Maryland says nay. Virginia.
Virginia, the first colony, says yay.
Virginia says yea. North Carolina.
North Carolina respectfully yields to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Mr. President, while we in South Carolina have never seriously considered the question of independence, when a gentleman proposes it, attention must be paid. However, we in the Deep South, unlike our friends in New England, have no cause for impatience at the present time. If, however, at some future date comes the desire of all our sister colonies to effect a separation, South Carolina will not stand in the way. But until that time, we will wait and watch. The vote is nay.
South Carolina says nay.
North Carolina
Says nay. Yes, Mr. Hughes, I know. Georgia. Georgia.
Mr. Secretary, Georgia seems to be split right down the middle of this issue. The people are against it, and I'm for it. I'm afraid I'm not yet certain whether representing the people means relying on their judgment or on my own. So in all fairness, until I can figure out, Georgia says nay.
Georgia says nay. Rhode Island. Second call. Rhode Island.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold your damn horse.
We're waiting on you, Mr. Hopkins.
Won't kill you. Let Congress have its own pisser. All right, where does she stand?
5 for debate, 5 for postponement, 1 abstention, and 1 absent.
So it's up to me, is it? Well, I tell you, in all my years, never heard, nor seen, nor smelled an issue so dangerous it couldn't be talked about. Hell yes, I'm debating anything. Rhode Island says yay.
Give Mr. Hopkins here a wrong.
Yes, sir.
Fill it up.
The chair now declares this Congress a committee of the whole for debating Virginia's resolution on independence. Mr. Dickinson.
Oh, good God.
Well now, you've got your way at last, Mr. Adams. The matter may now be discussed. And I confess, I'm a bit relieved. There's a question that I've been fairly itching to ask you. Why?
Why what, Mr. Dickinson?
Well, why independence, Mr. Adams?
For the obvious reason that our continued association with Great Britain has grown intolerable.
To whom? To you? Then I suggest you sever your ties immediately. But please be kind enough to leave the rest of us where we are. Personally, I have no objections at all to belonging to the greatest empire on this earth, to enjoying its protection and sharing in its benefits.
Benefits? What benefits? Crippling taxes? Cruel repressions? Abolished rights?
Is that all England means to you, sir? Is that all the affection and pride you can muster for the nation that bore you? The most civilized nation on this planet? Would you have us forsake Hastings and Magna Carta, Tudor, Stuart, Strongbow, Lionhearted, Drake, and Plantagenets, would you? For whom? For you? Mr. Adams, some men are patriots, like General Washington, and some are anarchists, like Mr. Paine. Some are even internationalists, like Dr. Franklin. But you, sir, you are merely an agitator, disturbing the peace, creating disorder, endangering the public welfare, and for what? Your petty little personal complaints. Your taxes are too high. Well, sir, so are mine. Come, Mr. Adams. If you have grievances, I'm sure you have, our present system must find a gentler means to addressing them short of revolution. That's what he wants. Nothing short of it will satisfy him. Violence, treason, rebellion. Now, Mr. Adams, are those the acts of an Englishman?
Not Englishmen, Dickinson. American.
No, Englishman.
Oh, please, Mr. Dickinson, but must you start banging? How is a man to sleep around here?
Please forgive me, Dr. Franklin, but must you start speaking, or how is a man to stay awake? We'll promise to be quiet, Dr. Franklin.
Okay,
I'm
now
sure
I
that
can
everyone
help
prefers
you.
that you remain asleep.
I assure you, if I heard myself called an Englishman, then for sure I'd remain asleep.
Come on. What's so terrible about being called an Englishman? The English don't seem to mind it at all.
Well, nor would I if I were given the full rights of an Englishman. But to call me one without those rights is like calling an ox a bull. He's thankful for the honor, but he'd much rather have restored what's rightfully his.
And tell me, Dr. Franklin, when did you first notice that they were missing? Fortunately, Dr. Franklin, the people of these colonies maintain a high regard for their mother country.
Well, higher certainly than she feels for them. Never was such a valuable possession so stupidly and recklessly managed in this entire continent by the British Crown. Our industries discouraged, our resources pillaged, our very character stifled. Mr. Dickinson, we're spawned a new race here. Rougher, simpler, more violent, more enterprising, and less refined. We're a new nationality, and that new nationality requires that a new nation be formed.
Well, that may be your opinion, Dr. Franklin, but as I have said before, the people feel quite differently.
What do you know about the people? You don't speak for the people. You represent only yourself. And the present status quo you keep imploring the people to preserve for their own good is nothing more than the internal preservation of your own property.
Mr. Adams, you have an annoying talent for making such delightful words as property seem quite distasteful. In heaven's name, what is wrong with property? Maybe you've forgotten that most of us first came to these shores in the first place in order to secure those rights to property. And we hold those rights no less dear than the rights that you speak of.
So safe, so fat, so comfortable in Pennsylvania.
And what does this independence of yours have with the private grievance of Massachusetts? Why is it always Boston to break the king's peace? My dear Congress, you must not adapt this evil measure. It's the work of the devil. Leave it where it belongs, in New England.
Brother Dickinson, New England has been fighting the devil for the past 100 years.
And as of now, Brother Sherman, the devil's been winning hands down. Look at him, sitting here in this Congress at this very moment. Don't let him deceive you. This proposal is entirely his doing.
Quite just a damn
It may bear Virginia's name, but it reeks of Adams, and more Adams. Look at him, ready to lead this continent down the fiery path of total destruction.
Good God, why can't you acknowledge what already exists? It's been more than a year since Lexington and Concord. Why, damn it, we're at war right now.
You may be at war, you, Boston, and John Adams, but you will never speak for Pennsylvania, nor for Delaware.
Mr. Reed, you represent only 1/3 of Delaware.
The sensible third, Mr. Rodney.
Sit down, you little roach, before I knock you down.
Sit down, all three of you.
And McNair, would you do something about these damn flies?
Derek, let's me another mug of rum.
Get the flies first.
A rum.
I've only got 2 hands.
We'll get 2 rums.
Please, do go on, gentlemen. You're making the only breeze in Philadelphia.
Mr. Adams, perhaps you could clear something up for me. When we have achieved this independence, who do you propose would govern in South Carolina? The people, of course. Which people, sir? The people of South Carolina or the people of New England?
Why don't you face it, Eddie? You're getting independence now and you always will be.
You refuse to understand us, gentlemen. We desire independence, yes, for South Carolina. That is our country. And as such, we do not wish to belong to anyone. Not to England, not to you. We intend to be one nation, Rutledge. One nation united for our mutual protection, Mr. Adams, but separate for our individual pursuits. That is what we have understood it to be, and that is what we will support as soon as everyone supports it.
There you are, Mr. Adams. You must see that we need to take time to make certain who we are and where we stand in regard to one another. Where we do not determine the nature of the beast before we set it free, it will end by consuming us all.
For once in your life, Wilson, take a chance. I see the time is now, and you never come again.
Mr. Adams, your clock is fast. I say we are not yet ripe for independence.
Not right? Hell, we're rotten for wanting it.
Gentlemen, please. What in God's name is the infernal hurry? Why must this question be settled now?
What's wrong with now, Mr. Chase?
Mr. Rodney, General Washington is in the field. He's defeated, as it now appears. We'll be inviting the hangman. But if by some miracle he should win, we can declare anything we damn please.
The sentiments of North Carolina, precisely. Has it occurred to either of you that an army needs something to fight for in order to win? A cause? A purpose? A flag of its own?
Mr. Adams, how can a nation of only 2 million souls stand up to an empire of 10 million? Think of it, 10 million. How do
friends, no treasury, no ammunition, no arms, unless our soul spirit. Mr. Lee, Mr. Hawkins, Dr. Franklin, why have you joined this incendiary little man? This Boston radical, this agitator, this demagogue, this madman?
Because he dresses so damn nice. And besides, I like purple.
Are you calling me a madman? You fribble!
Easy, John.
You and your Pennsylvania proprietor, you cool, considerate men. You stand to the rear on every issue, so if we were to go under, you remain afloat.
Mr. Adams, are you calling me a coward?
Yes, coward.
Madman?
Landlord!
Lawyer!
Stop it! This is Conley. Stop it, I say. The enemy is out there.
No, Mr. Rodney, the enemy's right here!
No, England. Closing in. Cutting off our air. No time. No air. Caesar. Thomas. Caesar.
Dr. Hall.
Colonel McKean.
It's the cancer.
You should go home. Yes, a man should die in his own bed. John,
I'm here, Caesar.
I leave you to fight Delaware. Forgive me.
I'll take you home, Caesar. I'll be back within the week.
Mr. President, South Carolina calls the question.
What's that, Mr. Rutledge?
I said South Carolina desires to end this debate and call the question of independence.
No, I second this, President. The question has been called and seconded. Mr. Secretary, will record the vote.
All those in favor of the resolution on independence as proposed by the colony of Virginia signify by saying,
Mr. Secretary, I apologize, but would you mind reading the resolution again? I'm sorry, I forgot this.
resolved that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent.
I beg your pardon. I'm the Reverend John Witherspoon, new delegate from New Jersey. Dr. Franklin,
Yes?
I regret I must be the bearer of unhappy tidings, but your son, the Royal Governor of New Jersey, is taken prisoner and has been moved under guard to the colony of Connecticut for safekeeping.
Well, is he unharmed, sir?
When last I heard, he was, yes, sir.
Well, then why the long face? I hear Connecticut is an excellent location. Now tell me, why is he a dressed little bastard?
New Jersey legislature has recalled the old delegation to this Congress and has sent a new one. Quickly, where do you stand on independence? Oh, haven't I made that clear yet? No. No, I suppose I haven't. But that was the reason for the change. You've been instructed to vote for independence. Massachusetts is now ready for the vote on independence. It reminds the chair of its privilege to decide any votes that are deadlocked.
I won't forget, Mr. Adams. The chair would like to welcome the Reverend Witherspoon and appoint him congressional chaplain. Oh, if he will accept the role.
With much pleasure, sir.
All in favor of the resolution on independence as proposed by the colony of Virginia signify by saying,
Mr. President, Pennsylvania moves that any vote in favor of independence must be unanimous.
I second the motion. But no votes ever had to be unanimous, Dickinson, and you know it.
But this one must be.
On what ground?
That no colony be torn from its mother country without its own consent. Yeah.
But it'll never be unanimous, damn it.
If you say so, Mr. Adams. If you say so.
it has been moved and seconded that the vote on independence must be unanimous in order to carry. All those in favor signify by saying yea.
Yay.
6 colonies say yea. All those opposed signify by saying nay.
Nay.
6 colonies say nay.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstain. Cuddy.
Mr. Morris, why does New York constantly abstain? Why doesn't New York just stay in New York?
Very well. The vote is tied. The principles of independence have no greater advocate in this Congress than its president. And that is why I must join those who vote for independence.
What are you doing, John? You some guy.
Hear me out. Don't you see that any colony that opposes independence will be forced to fight on the side of England? We'll be pitting brother against brother. Our new nation will bear as its emblem the mark of Cain.
I can see no other way. Either we walk together, or together we must stay where we are. Secretary, now proceed. A unanimous vote being necessary to carry, if any be opposed to the resolution on independence as proposed by the colony of Virginia, signify by saying,
Mr. President,
for heaven's sake, let me get to it once.
Mr. President, I move for postponement.
Postponement? Ha! I wish you the same luck that I had with it.
No, he's right. We need a postponement.
On what grounds?
On what grounds?
Well, you know, a declaration listing all our reasons and defining it.
What sort of declaration?
Well, you know, listing our reasons for the separation and so on and so forth, etc., etc.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Well, we know those, don't we?
Oh, good God, yes, we know them, but what about the rest of the world? Why don't we require the aid of such a powerful nation like France or Spain? Plus, it would be consistent with European delicacy.
Come now, Evans. You have to do better than that. What would be its purpose?
Yes, well,
Placed before mankind, the common sense of the subject, in terms so plain and firm as to command their assent.
Mr. Jefferson, are you seriously suggesting that we publish a paper declaring to all the world that an illegal rebellion is in actuality a legal one?
Oh, why, Mr. Dickinson, I'm surprised at you. You should know that rebellion is always legal in the first person, such as our rebellion. It is only in the third person, their rebellion, that it is illegal. Mr. Hancock, I second the motion to postpone the vote on independence for a period of time sufficient for the writing of a declaration.
The motion to postpone has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of the motion to postpone signify by saying yea.
Yay!
Six colonies say yea. Against?
Nay.
Six colonies say nay.
Mr. Secretary, we couldn't guess. You all could stand. Rebellious.
Mr. Morris, what in the hell goes on in New York?
I'm sorry. The simple fact is, New York has never set up any damn handbooks on anything.
Never? But that's impossible.
Mr. President, have you ever been present at the meeting of a New York legislature? They talk very fast and very loud. Nobody ever listens to anything anybody says. The simple fact that nothing gets done. I'm sorry. I'm begging Congress to cut.
My sympathies, Mr. Morris. The vote again being tied, the chair decides in favor of the postponement. So ruled. A committee will now be formed to manage the declaration said document to be written, debated, and approved by the beginning of July, 3 weeks hence, at which time Virginia's resolution on independence will finally be voted. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. Will the following gentlemen please serve on the declaration committee? Dr. Franklin, Mr. John Adams, Mr. Sherman, Mr. Livingston, and, of course, Mr. Lee.
Mr. President, I must be returning back to the sovereign colony of Virginia, where I have been asked to serve as governor. Therefore, I must decline. Respectfully.
Very well, you're excused, Mr. Lee. I suppose we could leave it at a poor man.
Just a minute, Mr. President. This business needs a Virginian. Therefore, I propose a replacement. Mr. Thomas Jefferson.
No, Mr. Adams, no. Very well, Mr. Adams. Mr. Jefferson will serve.
I'm going home to my wife. Move to adjourn. No, wait.
Second.
It's been 6 months and I've seen her. Moved and seconded. Any objection? Congress stands adjourned.
Let's all get drunk.
All right, gentlemen, let's get on with it. Which one of us is going to write a declaration on independence?
Mr. Adams, I say you should write it. To your legal mind and brilliance we defer.
Is that so? Whereas it's time for one to do it. Well, run their will and do it. I'm obnoxious and a slight innolencer.
Yes, I
So
know.
I say you should write it, Franklin. Yes, you.
Hell no.
Yes, you, Dr. Franklin.
Fine. Mr. Adams, but Mr. Adams, the things I write are only light extemporania. I won't put politics on paper, it's a mania. So I refuse to use the pen in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Refuse to use
as if I'm the one to do it. They'll run their club and do it. I'm obnoxious and disliked, you know that, sir.
Yes, I do.
So I say you should write it, Roger. Yes, you.
Good heavens, no!
Yes, you, Roger Sherman.
You want, Mr. Adams, but Mr. Adams, I cannot write with any style or proper etiquette. I don't know a participle from a predicate. I am just a simple cobbler from Connecticut. Connecticut, some simple cobbler here.
Mr. Livingston, maybe you should write it. You have many friends and you're a diplomat.
Oh,
Whereas if I'm the one to do it, they'll run their club and do it.
he's obnoxious and disliked, did you know that?
So I say you should write it, Robert. Yes, you.
Not me, Johnny.
Yes, you, Robert Livingston.
But Mr. Adams, but Mr. Adams, I've been presented with a new some by the little store. So I am going home to celebrate Christmas the 4th with all the Livingston together back in North New York. Mr. Adams, Mr.
Magnificent. You write 10 times better than any man in Congress, including me. For a man of only 33 years, you possess a happy talent of composition and a remarkable felicity of expression. Now then, sir, will you be a patriot or a lover? A lover. No!
But I burn, Mr. A.
So do I, Mr. J.
You?
You do? John, who would have thought it?
Mr. Jefferson, dear Mr. Jefferson, I'm only 41, I still have my mobility, and I can promptly give control with great agility, but life is more than sexual combustibility.
Possibility, possibility,
What? Now you'll write it, Mr. J.
Who will make me Mr. A?
I.
You.
Yes. Oh. By physical no force if necessary. It's your duty, damn it, your duty.
Mr. Adams, damn you, Mr. Adams. You're obnoxious and it's like that cannot be denied. Once again you stand between me and my lovely bride. Lovely bride. Oh, Mr. Adams, you are driving me to homicide. Homicide. Homicide.
The choice is yours, Mr. Jefferson. Do as you like with it.
We may see murder, yeah.
Blast the man. Blast the man. Jefferson, are you finished, man? Aren't you done? Can I see it? There comes a time in the lives of men when it becomes necessary to advance from that subordination in which they have hitherto remained. This is terrible. Where's the rest of it? Do you mean to say it's not finished?
No, sir. I mean to say it's not yet begun.
Disgusting. A whole week. The entire earth was created in a whole week.
Someday you
simply occurred to me that the sooner his problem was solved, the sooner our problem would be solved.
Good thinking, John. Good thinking.
Madam, may I present myself? John Adams, John Adams, and Dr. Franklin, inventor of the stove. Jefferson, kindly introduce me to your wife. She is your wife, isn't she?
Oh, John, of course she is. I mean, look how they fit. Come along, John. Come along.
Come along where? There's work to be done.
Obviously.
Incredible. You mean they're going to, in the middle of the afternoon?
Not everyone's from Boston, John.
Incredible.
Well, good night.
Have you eaten, Franklin?
Not yet, but...
Well, I hear the turkey's fresh at Bunch of Grapes.
John, I have a rendezvous. I'd ask you along, but talking makes her nervous.
Incredible. Abigail? Oh, Abigail, I'm very lonely.
Are you, John? And as long as you were sending for wives, why didn't you send for your own?
Don't be unreasonable, Abigail.
Now, I'm being unreasonable, and that to your list.
A list?
Yes, the catalog of my faults you included in your last letter.
They were fondly intended, ma'am.
That I play at cards badly,
A compliment.
that my posture is crooked,
An endearment.
that I read, write, and think too much,
An irony.
that I am pigeon-toed.
Well, there you have me, Abby. I'm afraid you are pigeon-toed. Please come to Philadelphia, Abby. Please come.
Thank you, John. I would like that, but it's not possible now. The children have measles.
So you wrote Thomas the lad.
Now it's Quincy and Charles. It appears the farm here in Braintree is failing, John. The chicken and geese have all died, and the apples did not survive the late frost. How do you suppose she managed to get away?
The winters are softer in Virginia.
And their women, John?
Fit for Virginians only, madam, but pale puny things sent to New England girls.
Oh, thank you for that.
How goes it with you, Abby?
Not well. Not well at all, John. I live like a nun in a cloister, solitary celibate. I hate it. And you, John?
I live like a friar at St. Lawrence. I hate it.
I to be with gentle, gentle effusion. Let me revel in romantic illusion.
Do you still smell the vanilla and spring air? And is my favorite lover's villa still firm and fair?
What would be John? Still it seems, John. Come soon as you can to my cloister. I'm forgotten to feel of your hand.
Soon, madam, we shall round two cupids grow together, and upon Easter ring, that promise stand. Till then, as I never was, and never shall be.
Oh, sorry to be late, John. I was up till all hours last night. Have you been here long?
Oh, not long.
What are you doing down here? I thought for sure you'd be up there cracking the whip.
The shutters are still closed.
Well, my word, so they are. Well, as the French say...
Oh, please, Franklin, spare me your body mind first thing in the morning. Dare we call?
Oh, a congressman dares anything. Go ahead.
Me? better come back later. It would be positively indecent.
Oh, John, they're young and they're in love.
Not them, Franklin, us. Standing here, waiting for them to, well, you know, what all other people think.
Oh, John, don't worry. The history books will clean it up.
Oh, yes, the history. Franklin did this, Franklin did that, Franklin did some other damn thing. Franklin smote the ground and out sprang George Washington, fully groaning on his horse. Then Franklin electrified him, the three of them, with his miraculous lightning rod. Then Franklin, Washington, and the horse conducted the entire revolution all by themselves.
I like it. Oh, just look at her, John. Just look at her.
I am.
Oh, she's even more beautiful than I imagined. Good morrow, madam.
Good morrow.
Is it the habit in Philadelphia for strangers to shout at ladies from the street?
Oh, we were not, madam.
And for men of your age? Why, it's not only unseemly, it's unsightly.
Excuse me, madam, but we met last evening.
I spoke to no one last evening.
Oh, indeed you did not. But nevertheless, we presented ourselves. This is Mr. John Adams, and I am Dr. Benjamin Franklin. The inventor of the stove?
Oh, please, I know your names very well. But you say you presented yourself.
Oh, it's of no use, madam. Your thoughts were well taken elsewhere last night.
My husband is not yet up.
Madam, shall we start over? Please join us.
Yes, of course.
John, I wonder why he can't write a Declaration of Independence. Who could write anything married to her?
Please forgive me. It is indeed an honor meeting the two greatest men in America.
Ah, the greatest within an earshot anyway.
I'm not an idle flatterer, Dr. Franklin. My husband admires you both greatly.
Oh, madam, we are doubly flattered, for we admire very much that which your husband admires.
Did you sleep well? I mean, did you lie comfortably?
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
yes, John, we do. Tell us, madam, tell us a little bit about yourself. We have precious little information. What's your first name?
Martha.
Oh, Martha. One could have at least told us that. I'm afraid your husband doesn't say very much.
One of the most silent men in Congress. I haven't heard him utter 3 sentences together.
Not everyone's a talker, John.
It's true, you know. Tom is not a talker. Oh, he never speaks his passion. He never speaks his views. Whereas other men speak volumes, the man I love is mute. In truth, I can't recall being moved with words at all, even though.
Go on, madam.
Yes, madam, do go on. Tell us, Martha, how did he win you, and how does he hold on to such a bounty as you?
Surely you know that Tom is a man of many accomplishments. Author, lawyer, farmer, architect, statesman, and still one more that I hesitate to mention.
Please don't hesitate, madam. Please don't hesitate.
Yes, madam, do not hesitate. Tell us, what else can that red-headed tombstone do?
He plays the violin. He tucks it right under his chin. And he knows, oh he knows, for he knows, yes he knows, that it's high, 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 diddle, diddle. Break my heart, some and its fiddle. My strings are unstrung.
have written the Declaration after all. At my age, there's no telling that the pen is mightier than the sword. For it's I, diddle diddle. God bless the man who can fiddle.
And independently, through eternity, the violin, the violin, the violin, the violin. And what follows is a complete and up-to-date list of the committees of this Congress now sitting, about to sit, or just having sat. A committee formed to investigate a complaint made against the quality of yeast manufactured at Mr. Henry Pendleton's mill, designated as the Yeast Committee. A committee formed to consider the most effective method of dealing with flies, designated as the Flies Committee. A committee formed to think, perhaps to do, but in any case to gather, to meet, to confer, to talk, and perhaps even to resolve that each rifle regiment be allowed at least one drum and one fife attached to each company, designated as the Drum and Fife Committee. A committee formed to...
Oh, look at it, Doctor. Democracy. What Plato called a charming form of government, full of variety and disorder. You know, I never knew Plato had been to Philadelphia before.
There. You know nothing about these damn flies.
Morning, Ben.
Good morning, Stephen.
Don't you see some cards I had printed up that ought to save everybody here a whole lot of time and effort, considering the epidemic of bad disposition that's going around lately? Dear sir, you are without a doubt a rogue, a rascal, a villain, a thief, a scoundrel, and a mean, dirty, stinking, sniveling, sneaking, pimping, pocket-picking, thrice double damn no good son of a...
Why, hell, I'll take a dozen right now.
committee formed to answer our congressional correspondence, designated as the Congressional Correspondence Committee.
All right, Franklin, enough socializing. There's work to be done.
Well, good morning to you, too.
What? Oh. Good morning, good morning. Now then, let's get to it.
Oh, get to what?
Unanimity, of course. Look at that board. 6 days to win over in a little more than a week.
A committee formed to consider the problem of counterfeit money, designated as the Counterfeit Money Committee.
All right, John, where do we start?
Oh, how about Delaware? It's a sad thing to see she's on the wrong side after all this time. Is there any news of Rodney?
I did hear that the king's back.
Thomas.
A committee formed to study the causes of our military defeating Canada, designated as the Military Defeat Committee.
Well, how did you leave Caesar? Is he still alive?
Aye, he never complained, but I could see the poor man was suffering.
But you got him safely home.
I did, but I doubt he'll ever set foot out of it again.
Well, that leaves you and Reed split down the middle. Will he come over?
I don't know. He's a stubborn little snot.
Half to bring us Reeds.
Face backs, John, will ya? With just Reeves standing in our way, it wouldn't be so bad. See for yourself. Maryland, Pennsylvania, the entire South. Ah, John, it's impossible.
It's impossible if we all stand around here complaining about it. To work, McKean, one foot in front of the other.
But John, you know Dickinson, he'll never give in. You haven't heard the last of Rutledge yet either.
Never mind them. Your job is George Reed. Talk them deaf if you have to, but bring us back Delaware.
I believe I put it a better way. Never leave off until tomorrow, than which you can do
please,
today.
Franklin.
There's a simpler way. This will break the tie. Good God.
All right, John, who's next?
A committee formed to keep secrets, designated as the Secrets Committee.
Pennsylvania and Mary. You try putting your own house in order, why take a crack at old bacon face so look at him stuff himself. Ah, Mr. Chase. How about it, Chase? When are you coming to your senses?
Not why I mean.
Mr. Wilson! It's time to assert yourself. When you were a judge, how the hell did you ever make a decision?
The decisions I made were based on legality and precedence. But there is no legality here. And certainly no precedent.
Because it's a new idea, you clot. Oh, we'll be setting our own precedent.
No, Pete, no.
Damn your eyes, Reed. You came into this world screaming no. You're determined to leave it the same way. You little worm.
shoot him?
Congress is waiting on you, Chase. America's waiting. The whole world is waiting. What's that, kidneys?
Boy, don't you know gluttony's a sin?
Mr. Adams, if I thought we could win this war, I'd be at the front of your ranks. You must know it's impossible. You've heard General Washington's dispatches. His army's falling apart.
Washington is exaggerating the situation in order to arouse his torpid Congress into action. Why, as chairman of the War Committee, I can tell you for a fact that the Army has never been in better shape. Never have they been more cheerful. Never have they been more spirited. Never has discipline gone so well. And never... Oh, God.
Gentlemen, may we have your ears? Mr. Thompson has a dispatch.
From the commander, Army of the United Colonies of New York, dispatch number 1157. To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear sir, it is with the utmost despair that I must report to you the confusion and disorder that reign in every department. Continental soldiers is nothing ever seen in this or any other century. He is a mystery, ignorant of hygiene, destructive, disorderly, and totally disrespectful of rank. Only this last is understandable, as there is an incredible reek of stupidity amongst the officers. The situation is most desperate at the New Jersey training ground in New Brunswick, where every able-bodied whore in the colonies has assembled. There are constant reports of drunkenness, desertion, foul language, naked bathing in the Raritan River, and an epidemic of the French disease. I've declared the town off limits to all military personnel, with the exception of officers. I beseech the Congress to dispatch the War Committee to this place in the hope of restoring some of the order and discipline we need to survive. Your obedience, George Washington.
That man would depress a hyena.
Well, Mr. Adams, you're chairman of the War Committee. Do you feel up to whoring, drinking, deserting in New Brunswick?
There must be some mistake. I have an aunt who lives in New Brunswick.
You must tell her to keep up the good work. Come, Mr. Adams. Can't you see that it is hopeless? Let us recall General Washington and disband the Continental Army before we are overwhelmed.
Well, yes, the English would like that, wouldn't they?
Well, why not ask for yourself? We ought to be here any minute.
When they hang you, Mr. Adams, I hope you'll put in a good word for the rest of us.
Face facts, Adams. A handful of drunk and disorderly recruits against the entire British Army, the finest musket men on earth. How can we win? How can we even hope to survive?
Answer me straight, Chase. If you thought we could beat the Redcoats, would Maryland say yay to independence?
Well, I suppose.
No supposing, Chase. Would you or wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Then come with me to New Brunswick and see for yourself.
John, are you mad? You heard what Washington said. It's a shambles up there.
They're pushing you into it, Johnny.
How about it, Chase?
Go ahead, Sam. Sounds lively as hell up there.
All right, I'll go. And maybe it'll be John Adams who comes to his senses.
Mr. President, the War Committee will heed General Washington's request. A party consisting of Mr. Chase, Dr. Franklin, and myself will lead a meeting.
Is that satisfactory with you, Dr. Franklin?
Franklin, wake up. You're going to New Brunswick.
Like hell I am. What for?
For the whoring, the drinking, and the naked bathing.
All right, Chase, move on that line. Left, right, left.
Oh, boys, we can't get New Brunswick. Let's get it on Calgary. Let's go.
Mr. McNair, all this talk of independence has left a certain fallness in the air. My friends and I would appreciate it if you could open some windows. What about the flies? The windows, Mr. McNair. Open the windows, close the windows. Sweet Jesus. Oh, see, you see what I see. Congress sitting here in sweet serenity. I could cheer, the reason's clear. For the first time in a year, Adams isn't here. And look, the sun is in the sky, a breeze is blowing by, and there's not a single fly.
Dispatch number 1158. To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear Sir, I awoke this morning to find that General Howe has landed 25,000 British regulars and hastened mercenaries on Staten Island, and that the fleet, under the command of his brother, Admiral Lord Howe, controls not only the Hudson and East Rivers, but New York Harbor, which now looks like all London afloat. I can no longer, in good conscience, withhold from the Congress my certainty that the British military object at this time is Philadelphia. Happy should I be if I could see the means of preventing it, but at present, I confess I do not. Oh, how I wish I had never seen the Continental Army. I would have done better to retire to the back country and live in a wigwam. Your obedient, George Washington.
What we do rationally. We never ever go off that. God, not we. Why begin till we know that we can win? And if we cannot win, why bother to begin? Say this game is not about choosing. Why should we impress losing? We go, Mr. Hancock, you're a man of property, one of us. Why don't you join us in a minuet? Why do you persist in dancing with John Adams? Good Lord, sir, you don't even like him.
That is true. He must be quite a lot, but still I'd rather trot to Mr. Adams' new gavotte.
But why, sir? For personal glory? For a place in history? Be careful, sir. History will brand him and his followers as traitors.
Traitors? To what, Mr. Dickinson? The British Crown or the British half-crown? Fortunately, there are not enough men of property in America to dictate policy.
Perhaps not. But don't forget that most men would rather protect the possibility of becoming rich than face the reality of being poor. And that is why they will follow us. What we do rationally. We never ever go off path. God, not we. Why begin till we know that we can win? And if we cannot win, why bother to begin? Say this game is not about choosing. Why should we impress losing? We go mad.
One other wrong, General?
General? Hell, I'm not even a corporal, but okay.
Yeah, well, what's the omino?
Nothing.
Sit down, gentlemen. Chair rules is too damn hot to work. What's it like out there, General?
To tell you the truth, good sirs, I'd be willing to bet that you know a hell of a lot more than I do.
Sitting in here? Sweet Jesus. This is the last place to find out what's going on.
Aiming to join up.
What are you talking about? You don't have to join up. You're in the Congress.
I've got to do with it.
You don't see them rushing off to get killed, do you? But they're the great ones for sending others. I'll tell you that.
Who sits here?
Mr. Morris, from New York. Where you come from, General?
Watertown,
Where's that?
Massachusetts.
You belong down there. Be careful. There's something about that show that makes a man awful noisy.
See any fighting?
Yep, I sure did. I see my two best friends get shot dead on the very same day. It was right on the village green, too. And when they didn't come home for supper that night, their mamas went down the hill looking for them. Well, Miss Law, she found him right off. But Miss Pickett, she searched down near half the night for William because he got his call on the green before he died.
Mama, hey mama, come looking for me. I'm here in the meadow by the red maple tree. Mama, hey mama, look sharp, here I
fired, oh ma, did we run? But then we turned round and the battle begun. Then I went under, oh my, have I done? Hey, hey, mama, look sharp. My eyes are wide open, my face to the sky. Is that you I'm hearing in the tall grass nearby? Mama, come find me before I do die. Hey, hey, mama, look sharp. I'll close your eyes, my lily, dim eyes that cannot see, and I'll bury you, my lily, beneath a maple tree. And never again will you whisper to me, hey, hey, mama, look sharp.
The Secretary will now read the report of the Declaration Committee. A declaration by the representative of the United States of America in General Congress assembled. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to this separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights.
Jefferson, we're back and we've got Maryland. That is, we will, as soon as Chase gets through telling the Maryland Assembly what we saw in New Brunswick.
He's in Annapolis right now describing a ragtag collection of provincial militiamen who could train together, march together, or drill together. Oh, but when a flock of ducks flew over and they saw their first meal in 3 full days, good God, could they shoot together? It was a slaughter up there.
They're reading the declaration.
How far have they got?
To render the military independent of, superior to, the sole power.
Independent of and superior to.
Well, there's nothing to fear. I'm to be congratulated. It's a masterpiece.
You?
Well, for making them right.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's a masterpiece, I say. They will cheer every word, every letter.
I wish I felt that way.
I believe I can put it better. Now then attend, as friend to friend, our declaration committee for I see immortality in Philadelphia city. A farmer, a set a point. What sort of bird should we choose as the symbol of our new America?
The eagle, the dog,
The turkey.
the eagle, the dog, the eagle.
Turkey.
The eagle is a majestic bird.
The eagle is a scavenger and a thief and a coward and a symbol of over 10 centuries of European mischief.
And the turkey?
Oh, the turkey. The turkey is truly a noble bird, a native of America, a source of sustenance to our settlers, an entirely brave fellow who would not flinch from attacking an entire regiment of Englishmen single-handedly. Therefore, the national bird of the United States is going to be
The eagle.
the eagle.
We're waiting for the chirp, chirp, chirp of an eaglet being born. Waiting for the chirp, chirp, chirp on this humid Monday morning in this congressional incubator.
God knows the temperature's hot enough to hatch a stone, let alone an egg.
We're waiting for the scratch, scratch, scratch of the tiny little fellow. Waiting for the egg to hatch on this humid Monday morning in this congressional incubator. God knows the temperature's hot enough to hatch a stone, but hatch an egg. The Declaration will be a triumph, I tell you. A triumph. If I was ever sure of anything, I'm sure of that. And if it isn't, we've still got 4 days to think of something else. Not he was going to crack the shell of the egg that England laid. Yes, sir, we can tell, tell on this humid Monday morning in this congressional incubator.
And just as Tom here has written, though the shell may belong to Great Britain, the eagle inside belongs to us.
And just as Tom here has written, we say to hell with Great Britain, the eagle inside belongs to us.
And that is free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states will have right to. And for the support of this declaration, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Very well, gentlemen. The Congress has heard the report of the Declaration Committee. Are there any who would like to offer amendments, deletions, or alterations to the Declaration?
Mr. President.
Oh, good God.
Mayor, better open that window. Colonel McKean, I saw your hand first.
Tom, it's a body paper you've written. But somewhere in it you mentioned Scottish and foreign mercenaries sent to destroy us. Scottish, Tom?
It's in reference to a Highland regiment which stood against us at Boston.
More likely Germans wearing kilts to disguise their being there. I asked that you remove the word to avoid giving an offense to a good people.
Mr. Jefferson? Reverend Witherspoon?
Mr. Jefferson, nowhere in the Declaration do you mention the Supreme Being. Certainly this was an oversight. For how could we hope to achieve this victory without his help? Therefore, I humbly suggest the following addition to your final sentence, with a firm alliance on protection of divine providence.
Yes, Mr. Reed.
Among your charges against the king, Mr. Jefferson, you accuse him of depriving us of the benefits of trial by jury. This is untrue. In Delaware, we have always had trial by jury.
In Massachusetts, we have not.
Oh. Then I suggest that the words "in many cases" be added.
Mr. Jefferson?
In many cases. Brilliant. I suppose every time you hear those three little words, your puny little chest will swell up with pride over your great historical contribution.
It's more memorable than your unquenchable whitewash of that race of barbarians.
Mr. Reed, Colonel McKean. What is it?
No objection, Johnny. I'm just trying to get another drink.
Should have known. Mayor? Yes, Mr. Barr.
Jefferson, I beg you to remember we still have friends in me. I see no reason in antagonizing him with such words as unfeeling brethren or enemies in war. Our quarrel is with the British king, not the British people.
Be sensible, Bartlett. You move those phrases and the entire paragraph becomes meaningless. And it just so happens it's one of the most poetic and stirring in the entire document.
We're a Congress, Mr. Adams, not a literary society. I ask that the whole paragraph be stricken.
Mr. Jefferson,
Good God, Jefferson, don't you intend to speak up for your work?
I had hoped that the work would speak for itself.
Mr. President,
What is it, Mr. McNair?
I can't say I'm very fond of the United States of America as a name for a new country.
I don't care what you're fond of, Mr. McNair. You're not a member of this Congress. Yes?
Brother Jefferson, I noted at least two distinct and direct references to the British Parliament in your declaration. Do you think it is wise to alienate that august body in light of our contention that they have never had any direct authority over us anyway?
This is a revolution, damn it. We're going to have to offend somebody.
John, will you calm down? You're going to have a case of apoplexy if you're not careful.
Did you hear what they're doing to it?
Yes, I've heard, but...
And so far, that's only our friends. Can you imagine what our enemies will do?
The word parliament will be removed wherever it occurs.
They won't be satisfied until they remove one of the F's from Jefferson's name.
Courage, John. This will all be over very soon.
Mr. Jefferson.
Oh.
Mr. Jefferson, I have very little interest in your paper, as there is no doubt in my mind that we've all been heard the last time. But I am curious about one thing. Why do you refer to King George as a tyrant?
Because he is a tyrant.
I remind you, Mr. Jefferson, that this tyrant is still your king.
When a king becomes a tyrant, he thereby breaks the contract binding his subjects to him
Oh, and how so?
by taking away their rights.
Rights that came from him in the first place.
All except one, the right to be free, which comes from nature.
Mr. Wilson, do we in Pennsylvania consider King George a tyrant?
Well, I don't know. Oh, no. He's not a tyrant in Pennsylvania.
There you have it, Mr. Jefferson. Your little declaration does not speak for us all. I demand that the word tyrant be removed.
Just a moment, Mr. Thompson. I do not consent. The king is a tyrant whether we say so or not. We might as well say so. I already scratched it out. Then scratch it back in. Put it back. The king will remain a tyrant.
Mr. Jefferson, nowhere in your declaration you mentioned deep-sea fishing.
Oh, my God. Fishing rights? How long is this fiddling to go on? We've been sitting here for 3 full days and have endured by my count up to 85 separate changes and the removal of close to 400 words. Will you whip and beat it till you break its spirit? I tell you, this document is a masterful expression of the American mind. If there are no more changes, then I can assume the report for the declaration.
Just a moment, Mr. President.
Oh, look out.
I wonder if we could prevail upon Mr. Thompson to read a small portion of Mr. Jefferson's declaration. The one beginning, he has waged true war. Please.
He has affected, he has combined, he has abdicated, he has conjured, he has constrained, he has excited, he has incited, he has waged cruel war. Ah, here it is. He has waged cruel war against human nature itself, in the persons of a distant people who never offended him, captivated, and carried them into another hemisphere, determined to keep open a market where men should be bought and sold. He has prostituted.
That will suffice, Mr. Thompson. I thank you. Mr. Jefferson, I can't quite make out what it is y'all talking about.
Slavery, Mr. Rutledge.
Oh, you're referring to us as slaves of the king.
No, sir. I'm referring to our slaves, black slaves.
Oh, black slaves. You're trying to hide your meaning, sir?
No, sir.
Just another literary license, then.
If you like.
I don't like it at all, Mr. Jefferson. Us in South Carolina, black slavery is our peculiar institution. A cherished way of life.
Nevertheless, we must abolish it. Nothing is more certainly written in the Book of Fate. These people shall be free.
I'm not concerned with what's written in the Book of Fate right now, Mr. Jefferson. I'm more concerned with what's written in your little paper there.
That little paper there deals with freedom for Americans.
Oh, Mr. Adams is now calling our black slaves Americans. Are they now?
They are. They're people and they're here. If there's any other requirement, I've never heard of it.
They are here,
sir. There are people who are being treated as property. I tell you, the rights of human nature are deeply wounded by this infamous practice.
It's your own wounds, Mr. Jefferson, for you are a practitioner, are you not?
I have already resolved to release my slaves.
And you have also resolved the ruination of your own personal economy.
Economy. Always economy. There's more to this than a filthy purse string, Rutledge. It's an offense against man and God.
It's a stinking business, Mr. Rutledge. A stinking business.
Is it really, Mr. Hopkins?
That's why I said, son, going down. I thought I was the old one.
What's that I smell floating down from the north? Could it be the aroma of hypocrisy? But who holds the other end of that filthy purse string, Mr. Adams? Our northern brethren are feeling a bit tender towards our slaves. They don't keep slaves, no. They are willing to be considerable care as a slave. They are willing for the shilling. Haven't you heard, Mr. Adams? Clink, clink. Lasses to run to slave. Oh, what a beautiful waltz. Dance with us, we dance with you, in lasses and rum and slaves. Sail the ships out of Boston, laden with Bibles and rum. Who drinks a toast to the Ivory Coast? In Africa, the slaves have come. England with Bibles and rum. Let us off with the rum and the Bibles. Take on the slaves, click, click. Then hail and farewell to the smell of the African coast. Lasses to rum to slaves. 'Tisn't morals, 'tis money that saves. Shall we dance to the sound of the proverbial pound? Lasses and rum and slaves. Sail the ships out of Guinea, laden with Bibles and slaves. 'Tis Boston can boast, West Indies boast, Jamaica, we brought what she craves. Antigua, Barbados, we run Bibles and slaves. Gentlemen, you mustn't think our northern brethren merely see our black slaves as figures on the ledger. Oh no, sir. They see them as figures on the block. Notice the faces at the auctions, gentlemen. White faces on the African walls. New England faces. Yes, Mr. Adams. Boston faces. Put them in the ships. Cram them in the ships. Stuff them in the ships. All right, gentlemen, let the auction begin. Gentlemen, do you hear? That's the cry of the auctioneer. Slaves, gentlemen, black gold, living gold, gold from Angola, Guinea, slight setback. And, after all, what is a man profited if he shall gain Maryland and lose the entire South? Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. McNair, I know the prize. No. Give me a rum.
Well, what are you all sitting around for? We're wasting time, precious time. Tom, I want you to go back into Delaware and fetch back Caesar Rodney.
John, it's 80 miles on horseback. He's a dying man.
No, he's a patriot.
John, what good will it do?
And suppose they change their minds? Can we get Delaware without Rodney?
God, what a bastardly bunch we are.
Stephen, I'm going to the tavern to get drunk, Johnny. Anything I can do for you there, let me know.
Jake, Bartlett.
What's the use, John? The vote's tomorrow morning.
There's less than a full day left.
Roger.
Face facts, John. It is finished.
Sorry, John.
Well, John, now you can see for yourself. The slavery clause has got to go.
What are you saying, Franklin?
It's a luxury you just can't afford.
A luxury? A 500,000 souls in chains, and Dr. Franklin calls it a luxury? Maybe you should have walked out with the South.
You forget yourself, sir. I founded the first anti-slavery movement on this continent.
Don't wave your credentials at me. It's about time you renewed them.
The issue here is independence, maybe. You've lost sight of the fact, but I have not. How dare you jeopardize our cause when we've come so far? These men, no matter how much we disagree with them, are not ribbon clerks able to be pushed about. But they're proud, accomplished men, the cream of their colonies. And they, along with the people they represent, are going to be a part of this new country you hope to create. Either start learning how to live with them or pack up and go home. But in any case, stop acting like a Boston fishwoman.
Good God, what's happening to me? John Adams, the great John Adams. The wise men of the East. My law practice down the pipe. My farm mortgaged to the hilt. And at a time in life when other men prosper, I'm reduced to living in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Oh, Abigail, what am I going to do?
Do, John?
I need your help.
You don't normally ask for my advice.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anyone else right now.
Very well, then. What is it?
The entire South has walked out of this Congress. George Washington is on the verge of total annihilation. And the precious cause for which I fought for these several years has come to nothing. And it seems that I am obnoxious and disliked.
Nonsense, John.
That I am unwilling to face reality.
Foolishness, John.
That I am pig-headed.
Ah, there you have me. I'm afraid you are pig-headed.
Has it been any kind of life for you, Abby? God knows I haven't given you much.
I never asked for more. After all, I am Mrs. John Adams, and that's a lot for one lifetime.
Is it really, Abby?
Just think of it. To be married to the man who's always first in line to be hanged.
Yes, the agitator. You must tell me what it is, Abby. I don't know. Lately I find that I reek of discontentment. It fills my throat and floods my brain. And when I look out, I fear there is no longer a dream, but only the discontentment.
Oh, John. Can you know so little about yourself? And can you think so little of me that you believe I married the man you described? Have you forgotten what you used to tell me? I haven't. Commitment, Abby, commitment. There are only two creatures of value on the face of this earth. Those with the commitment and those who require the commitment of others. Do you remember, John?
I remember.
Mr. Adams!
What?
These are for you.
anybody care? You're humble and obedient. George Washington. Are you hungry, John? No. That's all right, I'll stay.
Good night, then.
Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I see? They want me to quit. They say, John, give up the fight. But still to England I say, good night, forever good night. For I have crossed the Rubicon. Let the bridge be burned behind me come. What made the one made commitment? The brokers all say we'll rule the day. There'll be hell to pay in fiery purgatory. Through all the gloom, through all the gloom, I can see the rays of relishing light and glory. Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I see? I see fireworks. I see the pageant and pomp and parade. I hear the bells ring loud. I hear the cannons roar. I see Americans, all Americans, free forevermore. I'll fly in the chamber in. I'll silence the chamber in. Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I see?
Yes, Mr. Adams, I do.
Dr. Hall, I didn't know anyone was. I'm sorry if I startled you.
I couldn't sleep in trying to solve my dilemma. I remember something I once read. That a representative owns his people, and not only his industry, but his judgment. He betrays them. He sacrifices them to his opinion. It was written by Van Burke, member of the British Parliament.
Very well, gentlemen. Congress will now vote on Virginia's resolution on independence. Thank you for coming, Caesar. God bless you, sir. Mr. Thompson, please call the roll. And I'd remind you, gentlemen, that a single nay vote will defeat the motion. Mr. Thompson. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire says yay.
New Hampshire says yay. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts says yay.
Massachusetts says yay. Rhode Island.
Rhode Island says yay.
Rhode Island says yay. Connecticut.
Connecticut says yay.
Connecticut says yay. New York.
Mr. Secretary, New York abstains. Courteously.
New York abstains.
Courteously.
New Jersey.
New Jersey says yay.
New Jersey says yay. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Mr. Secretary, Pennsylvania is not ready yet. Please come back to us later.
Pennsylvania passes. Delaware.
Delaware, on majority vote, aye, says yay.
Well done, sir.
Delaware says yay. Maryland. Maryland says yay. Maryland says yay. Virginia.
Virginia says
says yea. North Carolina.
North Carolina certainly yields to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Well, Mr. Adams,
Well, Mr. Rutledge,
you must believe I will do as I have promised to do.
well, what do you want, Rutledge?
Remove the offending passage.
But if we did that, we'd be guilty of what we ourselves are indulging in.
Nevertheless, remove it or South Carolina will bury now and forever your dream of independence.
John, I beg you to consider what you're doing.
Mark me, Franklin, if we give in on this issue, posterity will never forgive us.
John, posterity won't matter then. We'll be long gone. And what do you think people think we are? Demigods? We're men. No more, no less. Trying to get a nation started under the circumstances that a much more generous God would allow. First things first, John. America. Independence. For if we do not secure those, what difference will the rest make?
Jefferson, say something.
What else is left to be done?
Well, you're the one who wrote it.
I wrote all of it, Mr. Adams.
There. There, you've got your slavery, little good man, do you? Now vote, damn you.
Mr. Secretary, the fair colony of South Carolina says yea.
South Carolina says yea.
North Carolina says yea.
North Carolina says yea. Georgia.
Georgia says yea.
Georgia says yea. Pennsylvania. Second call.
Mr. President, Pennsylvania regrets all the inconvenience such distinguished men as Adams, Jefferson, and Franklin were put to just now. They might have kept their document intact for all the difference it will make. Mr. President, Pennsylvania
Mr.
votes.
President, I ask that the delegation be polled.
Dr. Franklin, don't be absurd.
A poll, Mr. President. It's a proper request, is it not?
Yes, it is. Pull the delegation, Mr. Thompson. Dr. Benjamin Franklin.
Yea.
Mr. John Dickinson.
Nay.
Mr. James Wilson.
Well, Mr. Wilson, it's all up to you now. The entire issue of independence rests squarely on your shoulders. The birth of this new nation or the death of this new nation is solely on your yea or your nay. Which will it be, Mr. Wilson? Every map maker in the world is waiting for your decision.
Come now, James. Nothing has changed. We mustn't let Dr. Franklin create one of his confusions. The question is clear.
The question is clear when someone else has to answer it.
It would be a pity for a man who handed down hundreds of wise decisions from the bench to be remembered for the one unwise decision he made in Congress.
James, you're keeping everybody waiting. The secretary has called for your vote.
Please don't push me, John. I know what you want me to do. But Mr. Adams is correct about one thing. I'm the one to be remembered for it.
What do you mean?
I'm different from you, John. I'm different from most of the men. I don't want to be remembered. I just don't want the responsibility.
Yes, well, whether you want it or not, there is no way of avoiding it.
It's not necessary. If I go with them, I'll only be one among dozens. No one will ever remember the name of James Wilson. But if I vote with him, I'll be the man who prevented American independence. I'm sorry, John. I just didn't bargain for that.
And so is that how new nations are formed? By a non-entity, trying to preserve the anonymity that he so richly deserves?
Oh, revolutions come into this world like bastard children, Mr. Dickinson, half improvised and half compromised. Our side has provided the compromise, and now Judge Wilson shall supply the rest.
James, I'm sorry, John. My vote is yea.
Mr. Secretary, Pennsylvania says yea.
Pennsylvania says yea. The count, being 12 to none with one abstention, the resolution on independence has been adopted.
It's done. It's done.
Mr. Secretary, is the declaration ready to be signed? Then I suggest we do so, gentlemen. And the chair further proposes that no man be allowed to sit in this Congress without attaching his name to it.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I cannot in good conscience sign such a document. I will never stop hoping for our eventual reconciliation with England. But, because in my own way, I regard America no less than does Mr. Adams here, I will join her army and fight her defense, even though I believe that fight to be hopeless.
Goodbye, Jim. Gentlemen of the Congress, I say to ye, John Ticket.
Very well, gentlemen. Are there any objections to the declaration being approved as it now stands?
Mr. President.
You have one, Mr. Adams?
Yes. Mr. Jefferson, it happens that the word is unalienable, not inalienable.
Oh, good God.
I'm sorry, Mr. Adams. Inalienable is correct.
I happen to be a Harvard graduate, Mr. Jefferson.
And I attended William and Mary, Mr. Adams. Mr. Jefferson, will you yield to Mr. Adams' request? No, sir. I will not.
Very well, I'll withdraw it.
Oh, good for you, John.
Speak to the governor about it later.
Very well, gentlemen. We're about to brave the storm in a skiff made of paper. But how it ends, only God can tell.
That's an awfully large signature you got there, Johnny.
So that Fat George in London can read it without his glasses on. All right, gentlemen, step right up. Don't miss your chance to commit treason.
Oh, is Mr. Hancock ever right? This document shall be our passport to the gallows. But gentlemen, there's no backing out now. For if we do not hang together, we will most assuredly hang separately.
In my case, singing won't be so bad. One snap and it will be over. Just like that. But look at Reed over here. He'll be dancing a jig long after I'm gone.
Forgive me if I don't join in your merriment, but if we're arrested now, my name's still the only one on the damn thing. From the Commander, Army of the United Colonies, Army of the United States. In New York, dispatch number 1209. To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear sir, I can now report with some certainty that the eve of battle in New York is near at hand. Towards this end, I have ordered the evacuation of Manhattan and directed our defenses to take up stronger positions on the Brooklyn Heights. At the present time, my forces consist entirely of Hastings, Delaware militia, and Small Woods, Maryland, a total of 5,000 troops, to stand against 25,000 of the enemy. And I begin to notice that many of them are lads under 15, old men, none of whom could truly be called soldiers. One personal note to Mr. Lewis Morris of New York. I must regretfully report that his estates have been totally destroyed, that I have taken the liberty of transporting Mrs. Morris and 8 of the children to Connecticut and safety. The 4 older boys are now enlisted in the Continental Army. As I write these words, the enemy is plainly in sight beyond the river. How it will end, only Providence can direct. But dear God, what brave men I shall lose before this business ends. Your obedient George Washington. McNair, go ring the bell.
President.
Yes, Mr. Morris.
To hell with New York, Mr. President. I'll sign it anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Stephen, please sit down.
Sorry, Johnny. I want to see each man's face as he signs.
Very well. New Hampshire, Dr. Josiah Barker. Massachusetts, Mr. John Adams.